Hello, students. Welcome to all for the session of grammar. And this time we are going to do the second part of determiners. And in this lecture, we shall be dealing with definite articles. In the last session, we had done indefinite articles. What are the indefinite articles? Yes, a and an. Now let's do definite articles. First of all, let's know what is definite article. Definite article is the. The definite article is the word the. It is used before a noun to specify it as something previously considered. Now let's know when to use the. First, use the after you have talked about it the first time. Like, this is a dog. The dog is brown. We have already discussed dog. That's why here the word is used with dog in the second sentence. Second use is use the when the person you are talking to already knows what you are talking about. For example, I'm going to the bank. There is someone knocking at the door. It must be the computer repairman. It means the person with whom you are talking already knows what you are talking about. Now let's know about the uses of the in detail. First, it is used before the names of the heavenly bodies like the earth, the moon. Second, before the direction like the east, the west, the north. Third, before a noun which is already mentioned. For example, the children you met were naughty. It means you have already met the children for whom you are talking about. Next, before the names of the oceans, rivers, like the Indian Ocean, the Satluj. Here, Indian Ocean is an ocean and Satluj is a river. Next, the is used before the names of the mountains, deserts, like the Himalayas, the Sahara Desert. Next, it is used for abbreviated names of states, countries, like the USA, the MP. Next is it is used before a singular number that represents a whole class. Like, my favorite flower is the rose. Here, rose represents a whole class of flower. Next, before adjectives used as nouns. Like, the needy should be helped. Here, needy is an adjective, but it has been used as noun here. Next, before two or more comparative degrees of adjective, like the higher you go, the cooler it is. There are two comparative degrees, higher and cooler, and before both, we are using the. Next is before the superlative degree of adjective. For example, she is the best girl of the class. Best is the superlative degree. Next, before the family, like the Sharmas, the Vermas. Next, before nationalities, like the Indians, the Americans. The is used before certain expressions of time. For example, the previous day, the day after. Next, before the names of holy books. For example, the Gita, the Bible, the Quran, etc. Next, before the names of the historical buildings or ships, like the Red Fort, the Taj. Next, before the names of newspapers or magazines, like the Tribune, the Eves Weekly. Before the important events, like the Green Revolution, it was an important event. Next, before the comparative constructions, like she is the younger of the two sisters. Next, before a proper noun, when it is qualified by an adjective. For example, the great Tagore. Here, great word is an adjective and Tagore is proper noun. And we are using the before proper noun when it is qualified by an adjective. Next is before the classes of the people, like the rich, the poor. Before the class, like the Marathas, the Sikhs. These are the class. Next is before the adjective showing number, like the eighth class. Here, class is a noun and eighth word is an adjective. And we are using the before adjective showing number. Next is to make something special, like she is the girl who has stood first. What is special in the girl? That she has stood first in the class. Next is before some figurative expressions. For example, in the end, on the contrary. Next is before the places of work. For example, the State Bank of India, the Indian Railways. Next, before the names of political parties, like the Congress, the BJP, the BSP. Before the names of the big organizations, like the UNO. UNO means United Nations Organization. It is a big organization. And last is before the names of typical of their class or quality. For example, the mother in her moved to tears. It is motherhood, the quality we are discussing here. Students, these were the uses of definite article the. Here is one more picture in which you can see or you can go through all the uses again. And similar is with this. Here also you can go through all the examples that are given here. Now let's move to the home assignment. You have to do an exercise in which there are 10 sentences and you have to fill in the blanks with a, an and the. I'm going to read all the sentences. Our first sentence is he is dash MA in English. Second, dash Quran is dash holy book. Third, she is dash cowardly girl. Fourth, France is dash European country. Fifth, iron is dash useful metal. Sixth, help dash poor and dash needy. Seventh, how dash blue sky looks. Eighth, this is dash most useful book I have. Ninth, it was dash pleasant day. And last sentence is I want dash umbrella. Students, I think you have understood the uses of definite article the today. Do the exercise and give the answers in the comment box of this YouTube video. All the best. Thank you. Have a nice day.